Alright guys, so we're addressing the excessive wheel play on this side. And as you can see, the wheel bearings shot. Wheel bearing, you want to check your ball joints and your tie rods, but we just did the tie rods. So we're gonna pull this apart. I've never done this before, so I can't really explain how to do it. I'm just gonna basically take it apart and try to figure out what's wrong with it. Locker out, so now we just have to take off the locking nuts in there. I had to do a little filing and sanding on this outer spline of the axle shaft because it was hitting when you went to pull it out. But anyhow, I'll show you what it looks like here.
Great.
This is what we pulled out. This is like the 4x4. I don't know what the technical terms. And then all this stuff goes in here, and here's the actual locker. So we're gonna pull it apart. The bearing in there is exploded. If you see all this, wait. If you actually can see inside of the thing, in the back of it, all this skunk, this is metal. Hear it? So this thing was definitely due. You guys, we got it off.
Really?
The outer one seems fine. We're replacing it still. It's a little scratchy. But then show the inner one.
Good shot.
Yes, be quiet.
The camera can see it. It's for not to pick up the sound.
Great.
So, we're gonna change out.
Great, I probably just cracked the rotor. A little bit of a struggle getting it off because my manual hubs, they've been manual. The lockers were manual swap.
They're really auto hubs.
So it's auto hubs, but I didn't know what they looked like, so I thought something was different. But now we have it off, so all the bearings out. If you show them here, here's the wheel seal, the inner, outer. So this one has play in it. You can literally move them back and forth. Boys, we're gonna actually get this wheel bearings in now. Yesterday they gave me the wrong outer one. But we were first gonna do, you inspect your sleeves and stuff. These ones are all good, so we're gonna run them. We got our Master Pro grease here, so we're gonna pack them. And then we have, this is the rear one. But yeah, it needs packed, obviously. Alright guys, we got all the bearings in now. We got them packed like a pro. We did have a wheel stud for it, but they gave us the wrong one. So that's O'Reilly's for you. They're clueless there. But I'm cleaning all the 4x4 parts in that hold the locker in.
Didn't they also give you a wrong bearing?
Yeah. And we're going to get everything prepped, and we need to grease that axle shaft still, and then we can put it all back together. Alright guys. On a truck more, we just picked up some parts. First we got this little brake line. It's copper nickel, so it can't rust, and it's also pretty easy to bend. And then we got bleeder nipples. Hopefully those, does that look right?
No.
Actually,
Oil for fizzles low. He didn't get the heavy duty stuff because he didn't buy a desalted tile. Ready?
Alright guys, here's our brake line. But
And what did that turn into?
it ended up we need to rebuild the whole drums and get pads. First, if you come to this side, we have the cover off. But if you look on this side to show the cracking on the bow. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I just said pad, but I'm not sure.
And then look, there's just this little spring hanging down. Look at all this gunk. It's nasty.
And then, so what you do, you get brake shoes.
That's how thick they're supposed to be.
And then, most of the time you're gonna need the hardware kits. And this has all your springs and the adjusters and stuff. So you're basically rebuilding the whole thing.
And then...
So I've never done this before. Oh yeah, and I got a brake cylinder. And then I have the brake line.
Adapters.
So we originally came in just to replace the brake line. That was it. It was gonna be a cheap fix. But on the positive note, we're having a pretty solid rear brake setup for a while till we have to do anything again. So we're gonna get started on this. I kind of keep you guys, I guess, updated through it.
All right, guys, we got the wheel
guys,
cylinder off. Ready to just clean it up. It's just in there tight, so just pry. The reason we got new cylinders, I mean, it could be seized.
You can see this is the bleeder nipple. So if you even wanted to bleed it, it's all rounded off. And then this was pretty crusty too, if you see in those seals. So then this whole side, this is all what it looks like when it's disassembled. This is the parking brake mechanism. All right, so how it works is you have your cylinder in the middle, and that's what your brake line goes into. Pumps fluid into these two pins that push these shoes up against the drum, and that's what stops it. And then this is your parking brake here, and here's your parking brake cable. You can see these shoes are in horrible shape, but you have a spring that goes across on both. A spring here that is extremely hard to get. You need a tool or you need to custom make it. Down here you have this is the adjuster, and then you see in the back there's a rubber plug right here, and that's how you can adjust them from the outside. And then you have a spring that's not on this one, that one fell off. But yeah, so once I get them all off, because my hands will be covered, I'll put them up on the truck and then kind of show you guys more into it. You can do while it's off still. So here's that closer up. You can hear it. As you would spin this, it would go in or out. So now we need to clean all this up really good, blow it out, clean it up. Oh yeah, and then these here, these actually come out. That's what like the strong springs are held on by. Kinda gotta just wiggle it out the back. Kinda looks like a nail actually. But then you have those rubber plugs that you put in the bag for the shoe. But these are the new piece I just pulled out. So I hope that's kind of sums up what to do.
The constantly non-ending brake job.
Alright guys, as you can see, we got this brake line. So we went to, alright Parker, okay. Parker, I'm trying to, Alright, we went to bleed the brakes, No fluid coming out. Our reservoir is full. Our reservoir is full. So I was like, what could it be? Start chasing down the brake line. I think this was our first brake right here.
Another back.
Or here.
And then
So this rubber line,
you follow the back up, and then it dead ends into this.
the rubber line goes up and this brake line goes on top. And then I followed all the way up, and it ends up this end that goes into what's the master cylinder.
Yeah, the one on the frame to pump
This
it to
just
the back.
it just had it.
It had a plug in it, and that was just sitting right by it. Nice hat.
Right.
Probably not.
Probably not do it today. We'll get her done and dialed tomorrow. But we'll get all the materials so I can just get home and just grind it out. Here's just a little recap on the brakes. We did the line. I don't know if I show it. Probably won't be able to see that well. But from the ABS down to, I should have just avoided that, but it doesn't work anyways. Down the frame, and then that comes down. And then we did this like union that bolts to the frame, and then both lines run off each side. And this is a rubber hose that goes up, and a brake line comes into the top of it. And you want a rubber hose here, so because the suspension travels. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up everything on her for. Said the sending unit, we should be solid. So Ben, you got some ideas what we could do to make this bumper look better too. I don't know if I could put an angle on it like this or something to make it look better, but yeah. All right, guys, we got the brakes fully finished. Got Parker doing a test right now since he compared to his. Stay here, Doc. Why'd it shut off like that?
It died in first.
In first?
Yeah.
Are you sure you weren't in second? Finished up the in this video we did the wheel bearings and the brakes. So now beside the sending unit, everything else from here on should be like upgrades and performance stuff. So but yeah, this is gonna wrap up this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.